Hello, planner friends. Welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I am going to be setting up both decoratively and then also filling in my monthly goals for September with my printable from my shop and all these fun things here. All right, so what I did to prepare was I went ahead and I printed off the monthly goals printable, which is available in my shop, and you can find that at Behind the Designs. I will also put a link to this in the description box below. So I wanted to create a quadrant setup to test out another way of doing goals monthly and trying to stick with them. And so I've got that. I've already cut it down for my classic, hole punched it, which I'll just push this aside. And I'm going to be setting it up exactly, or not exactly, but with the same vibe, which is this Fall Harvest sticker book from Happy Planner. Since this is a Happy Planner and it has a currently page, and then you got your month, and then right back to that is the weeks. I really didn't have anywhere to slip this in except for probably right here, which is kind of sad because I really like this tab here, but I need to get my goals set and stay focused and get them done. So that's where it will reside. I also have some Tombow markers, which are the markers I have listed down below. I've, pulled the numbers from them, and I did that so that I could, as I work through the month, I could always have the same look. I did pull in the Micron 05 pen, which I think I'll be using, and of course my washi tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this back so that just so I can see it, reference it, and work from it while I work over here. I'm also a bit distracted today because I yesterday found this. I do not like spiders. They may be cute in Happy Planner stickers or in any sticker, but to me, spiders, I'm not a fan. And I found one in my office yesterday. It went running across the floor. Of course, I couldn't catch it. So now I'm distracted because, I just feel like it's going to start walking across my feet any minute. So don't mind me if I'm distracted. Okay, let me get started. So, I plan to pull in some of these. See, there you go. I thought it was on my feet. Once it gets in your head, it's hard to get rid of it. So I'm going to try. Let's see. So I wanted to use some of these fun icons on my goal sheet. And I think first, though, so that I can get started. Here, let me do this. Let me mark this page. Okay. I'm looking if hopefully I can find a box oh, perfect. Okay, so we have green. Is there any others? Let's see. There's only certain colors. Oh, but there's these as well. You know what? I think I want to use one of these. I think I'm going to go with the dark brown. I'm going to do that. I like that idea. Okay. So basically what I want to do first is, and now that I'm looking at it, hopefully it fits. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to bring in my tweezers. I'm hoping I may have to cover this up. Or actually, I'll do this instead. let's do this over here. That's not straight. Okay, I think it's right. So you know what? I'm just going to use my little spatula to smooth that down. Okay. Let's trim off the excess so I'm not sticking to the desktop. All right. So what I wanted to do was to make sure I had a spot to put my month down. I really didn't want to cover that, so I'll work with that. This is kind of a test because I haven't exactly, or I should say faithfully used this, and so I'm trying to get better with it. And I'm just being honest. I would like to use it regularly, but I just tend to get focused and then I just move forward. So I am hoping that I will be able to, start using this regularly, reference it, use it. This will work. So let me cut this off. And so maybe if I, start, sometimes you just start fresh. And maybe this will be that month that I use this and I'm good at using it. I'm also going to really add some of this in. So let's see, down here, I'm going to rip it though. I've had this, I've set this up before, but I typically don't set it up on camera. So this is the first, and we're going to give it a shot, see how it goes. I think I'll do this to the bottom. Seemed like a lot of tape that I pulled off. Why did I do that? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let me do this side. And this is my point about being distracted. It's kind of hard to think when you have that spider running around here. I think I'm going to try this. I usually don't do it this way, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's see how it looks. I mean, I certainly could do the whole piece here, but I really didn't want to fill up the whole bottom, I guess. Again, this is kind of just a test for me. I'm going to see if I can get on the ball with this and use it regularly. So let's get this piece on, and then we'll get to, because of course the largest portion is going to be the writing. All right. It was probably a little more washi than I needed. Okay. And then I'll get the spot up here later. All right. So what I want to do is next go back to my decorations and start getting some of these in. I pondered whiting out some of this space, because these are clear, so I'm going to be able to see through them. So let's see. Let's see if I can see what it's going to look like without it sticking too badly. I think for at least for the sweater. Yeah, let me take some of these out. If not, the lighter lines, most certainly these borders here on the top box, they are darker for a reason. So, maybe we'll just kind of white it out a bit. Make it not so obvious through the sticker. And then the rest I won't worry about too much. Again, I grabbed the wrong one. I really got to get rid of that one because I keep grabbing it. Here we go. And we'll do a little on each corner. Again, it's not a true measurement, but that's okay. It's just to kind of give it a little bit more so I can see it. Okay, so I gave it a little bit of time to dry. Interestingly enough, it must be this paper. I'm not using the paper I usually use, and I used my jelly roll, but it looks like it's making the ink bleed, which is very bizarre. Anyhow, let me go ahead and get this in. All right. And then let's do, so I'm just going to kind of put in a few. I'm not going to overly decorate it. Again, just enough to kind of give it a little bit of fun. Let's use these cozy little, I don't even know what they are, bears? Are they bears? Let's use these cute little slippers, I think they are. And let's see. Oh, these have words on it. How about a pair of mittens? And let's see if I can find one more for over here. Let's do the socks. It is cozy weather time. Well, not yet, but I'm celebrating it. All right, let me just put those there. All right, so before I put in anything else, let me get, let me first get my boxes in here. Oh, you know what I could use? I forgot about these. Where are they? Since now I just saw them and passed them. Oh, here it is. What if I use some of these? Let's. Okay. Okay, so these two are the same size, so that's perfect. I am going to, or you know what? I'm going to cut this in half and I'm going to save the other one. How about that? All right. Should be pretty even. Okay, we're going to put this one on this side. I don't know that it really matters. All right. This one on this side. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Fills it in for me. All right, I need to grab 4 boxes. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So I've got 2 colors of brown and green. So let's do, and I have these 2 browns which are similar. Let me grab this brown first. And I'm going to put this one here. That's better. And I'm going to grab a green one. Now on my monthly, I did use the dark blue. Okay. That makes it easy. I'm going to put green over here. And blue. This one I think I'm going to put at the bottom, only because I did put some decoration there. So I'm basically making these fit around my decorations, which I usually don't do, but that's the way it's going to work today. All right, one more box. And then let me go here. Hopefully I have the right, I've got the 2 browns, a green, and a blue. Perfect. That could have worked out any better. I'm curious, do these line up? Let's see. If I do, let's do these to the top. They don't exactly match up to the grids that I have in these boxes, but that's okay. And this I'm going to lift a bit. Should have put down my functional things first, which are these bulleted lists. Okay. And I have to lift up this one too. Do I want that to go over or under? Let me take a peek back here. I think I want it to go under. So let me take this off camera. All right. So you can't see it as clearly, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. This is a test. We are going to see how well this works out. All right. Now, since this box is from the bottom, I'm going to start this way. Is that too much? Nope, perfect. And then the same thing on the other side. I'll have to lift up some of the stickers. And last one. Okay, that was, I think, it for the stickers, I think. This is the one I need to move, along with possibly the edge of the sweater. Same thing with the bottom of the sweater. Okay. I'm not worried if it covers the dots. I mean, I know they're there, so that's okay by me. Let's see. Let's put this back in its case. Now for the headers, I did pull, so 569. So I need brown, green, and then the blue. 5. All right. Grabbed my other color. I didn't think I was going to use the blue, but here we go. All right, let's do this. So we have, I'm going to do this first. Blue. Okay. Look how colorful. You know what? I was going to do this in black, but I think I'm going to do it in the color it corresponds. So 1, 2, 3. And this is 1. 2, 3, 4. And as I'm using this paper, I'm not a huge fan. The color doesn't seem, it seems like it's not good quality paper. So I need to make sure I get my better quality before maybe I do the next month. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And I think I'll write it in black. So this is going to be for September. All right, and then this here. Okay, so I have set up for the month of September 4 goal areas that I want to kind of focus on. I've got business, health, home, and memory keeping. Now this kind of fell under the other category when I set up my annual goals, but I am really focused on getting this memory keeping caught up and staying current. So I have been working it on the side, and typically, let me show you a book. Okay, so this is what I mean. When I do memory keeping, I do Cocoa Daisy, Traveler's Notebook standard memory keeping books. I love her kits. I've showcased them. And so I do have something that's not glued down in here, but basically you can see I have pages that I've started. This is October of 23. I kid you not, when I said I'm behind, I'm behind. But doing one of these books takes about 2 days. If I focus in, this involves printing, printing the photo, finding the photos, printing them, coming up with the design layout for the page, working the page, and everything. So it involves the whole process. It takes about 2 days to complete the entire book. And when I say complete, I mean I complete all the decorative end of it. I do not do the writing always. So I am extremely behind. I really want to catch these up. So I have made that a section in my goals. We are coming into the tail end of the 3rd quarter, and I really want to finish this by the end of 2024. So I just put that away. Okay, so that's my setup at the moment. So let's see. Okay, so there'll be parts of this that will be, there'll be, silence because I'm writing. If it's too long, then what I'll do is I'll try and speed it up a bit and put you music. And then, talk about it at the end. But I do want to try and make this quick. So I may speed this all up. And we'll be back at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. I'm coming to it. Just going to put you on fast forward. Okay, so as you can see, as you can see, I've mentioned this before, being a left-hander is not always fun. So as the page goes on, my writing gets bigger and sloppier, but it's done. That's all that matters. It doesn't have to be pretty or beautiful writing. While I would like that, it doesn't always work out that way. So let me get some of these out of the way. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've set up what it is I want to do, what is the goal I want to accomplish, and then I've put some steps in that I think would be helpful for me to be able to accomplish that goal. So one of those things is let me pull this out, get this in here, so we kind of have a match. Oh, I forgot I still have to do that. Let me partially put it in. So basically, I feel if I set aside some time to do that, and then I build it, test it, refine it, and then I'm able to list it and promote it, I should be able to accomplish that. As for my health, I don't have a direct goal, but as you can see, it's make better choices. So, and by that I mean, I don't tend to do a whole lot when it's hot just because it's so hot. I like cooler weather, so my goal is to, again, make better choices, which means closing my fitness rings, cutting out some extra sugars that I've been eating, and choose better snacks for the afternoon, which, again, they could be better, fruits and vegetables, and then to start walking daily again. So it's been sporadic. It depends on the weather. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Let's see. In the home, I have painting and priming to do, or priming and painting. We have replaced our windows, and these are a couple years overdue. I need to finish all the window sills, the wood around the windows. I need to prime it, paint it white. And then I have 2 bathrooms that need to be finished painting. So I've listed my steps to get that accomplished. Cooler weather makes it a lot easier to do work inside the home. Usually when it's nicer, we do the outside projects. Inside is for cooler weather. And lastly, for memory keeping, I do have a process when I decide to pull out a box and work on it. I do have all the kits organized by the box. And so if I pull out one box at a time, I can batch print my photos, organize them, batch print them, work those pages, then print another batch of photos, and so forth. So that was kind of how I outlined that. And that is my goals for September. All my goals in all the areas. And so that's what I'm looking to do as I go into it. I will then come back and, take a look at it and, see how well I did with them. So I hope you have enjoyed me doing this today. Again, it's something different. I don't typically do this on camera. And I'm hoping, 1, that it inspires you, most importantly. 2, that the goals you choose help you create a beautiful life in whatever way that is for you. And that it kind of gives you a glimpse into, how my mind works and how I try and set my goals up for the month. So I hope this has been helpful, and, join me in my goals journey. We're coming into the crunch of the final quarter. So let's get those goals accomplished and have a close to a successful year for 2024. So, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, so that you know when I post my next video. Any supplies I can link, along with my daily craft and planning supplies, are listed in the description box below. And I want to wish you a wonderful day as you create your beautiful life, one plan at a time. Thank you for watching.